Rice. He's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete. Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
It used to be
on the road. Hawkers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick with a load of steam, and he bowls over.
One as Blake Burnstrom looks to go. Blake Burnstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lusitano Bertho Bombers are headed to the state.
Corner, 3 seconds, Simiano. No. Put back, no. The Killdeer Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended. Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, both the own boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Stanley Commercial Club, Modern Dental, EAPC Architects, Engineers, Game 1, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
This ain't no
Game 1 powers your team, business, and community with athletic apparel, uniforms, company gear, and event apparel. Featuring screen printing, embroidery, and the brands you trust. Game 1, the brand behind your brand.
EAPC Architects Engineers is shaping the future of K-12 schools, healthcare, civic spaces, and higher education across North Dakota. Proud to support our athletes and proud to serve our communities. EAPC, designing solutions, impacting communities.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural and equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit borderplains.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake serves Burt County and the surrounding areas with a full suite of financial services. We are committed to being your bank of friendly service. Liberty State Bank, FDIC insured. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, where you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
Hey, welcome in to Game Day Media again here tonight. We're down at the Roughrider Center here in Watford City, North Dakota for a cross-region matchup out of Region 3 and Region 4 as the Stanley Blue Jays out of Region 3 coming into Watford City tonight to take on the Wolves here at the Roughrider Center. My name's Randy Peterson. Welcome into our broadcast, and we want to thank you for coming on board with us this evening for this should be a very competitive game. The Stanley Blue Jays coming in with an 11-10-2 record on the season so far. The Watford City Wolves on a 6-13 record, been playing better as of late, according to their head coach. You're watching the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. Border Plains Equipment located right on Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota. Your local Case IH dealer. Visit borderplains.com for local inventory and to explore job opportunities. And when we come back, we're going to catch up with our Lindsay Grocery Coach's comments. We'll try to catch up with head coach Nikki Heinley of the Stanley Blue Jays after a word from some of our sponsors.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Hey, and welcome back into our Border Plains Equipment pregame show and our Lindsay Grocery Coach's comments. Lindsay Grocery located up in Crosby, North Dakota, where quality Your community meets quality every day. Find them on Facebook for daily and weekly specials. Your favorite grocery store up in Crosby, North Dakota. And Kendra Heyer has given us a few minutes here as she's warming up her Watford City Wolves. And in your second year, Coach, what have you seen out of this year's team compared to a year ago?
This year's been really interesting for us, coming back down from that Class A style with the new 3-class system. So I feel like we've been really competitive in games and have some good experience under our belts. So I think this year has been really good for us in gaining some confidence.
Yeah, I noticed you have a number of seniors on this year's team compared to the Stanley Blue Jays, where they only got 1 or 2 seniors on this team, but a lot of senior leadership for your Watford City Wolves.
Yes, we have 19 years this year. It's really nice. We have some good experience coming back to help lead us in this new division. So it's been really good for us.
So since the start of the year till now, what have you liked about your Watford City team? What have they shown you as a coach?
We're really flexible. We can come down in some games and be battling hard, but they've really pushed through and have been able to fight back in some matches that we've fallen short in early in the game. They are very energetic and encouraging of one another and willing to try new things, which we've been doing a lot of lately.
So one last question, Kendra. As you came out of the locker room tonight, what was the final comments about what you said to your team in getting ready for this contest tonight?
Tonight we're really focusing on buying into our role. We're trying some new things out in some different position for some players. So just buying in and doing what we got to do for the team.
Hey, you want to tell Mom and Dad hi back in Ray?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
There you go. Kendra Heyer of the Watford City Wolves, the second-year head coach for the Wolves. We'll be back after this timeout. We'll see if we can catch up with head coach Nikki Heinley in a couple minutes here.
Looking for a powerful new truck at an unbeatable price? Then check out Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston. Right now, get behind the wheel of a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $499 a month. $499 a month. Or take home a GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab and save a massive $13,000 off MSRP. These trucks are loaded with performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech, all at rock-bottom prices. Make your way over for a test drive today. Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston.
Hey, and as we continue on and come back for more of our Lindsay Grocery Coaches comments down here at the Roughrider Center in Watford City, I've been able to catch up with head coach Nikki Heinley of the Stanley Blue Jays, coming in with about a 500 record. A lot of underclassmen on this year's team, don't you?
Yeah, we're pretty young. We got 3 freshmen that start normally, but we got 1 out due to an injury right now. But got a lot of younger classmen that are stepping in this year.
So from the beginning, I asked the same question to Kendra, from the beginning of the season until this point in the season. What have you seen in your team? What do you like? What do you still need to improve on?
Seen a lot more confidence and consistency with a lot of what they're doing, especially with some of these younger girls. I think we had some of the freshman nerves at the beginning of the season, but a lot of the things are starting to click, so that's been nice to see. I'd like to see a little bit more of the consistency. We've been a little bit up and down, but battling injuries, it's been kind of hard to maintain that consistency week to week.
So last question, what was your final comments coming out of the locker room tonight as you're coming in to play the Watford City Wolves on a great venue here down in Watford City? Kind of special for your team to be able to play in a gym like this. A lot of room, a lot of big ceiling, right? So you got to play everything.
Yeah, this is a lot bigger than what we normally play in. A little different area, a little bit different air, and all sorts of stuff. But we just got to focus on what we can control and do all of those things pretty much and work hard, I guess.
Hey, thanks, Nikki. This is head coach Nikki Heinley of the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll send it back to our Tioga Medical Center sports desk. After a word, we'll come back with more of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Othion Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous, fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
to your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Our Community Rewards checking account not only offers cash back, but also gives you...
Rivera Bank is an employee and director-owned community bank, here to serve you as you forge your path ahead, offering the robust digital services you want with the warm local feel you expect.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings. We deliver everything your home deserves.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Hey, and as we come back more here on the Border Plains Equipment pregame show, gives us an opportunity to look at our Red Rock Auto Chevrolet GMC Player Spotlight tonight. And for the Stanley Blue Jays, it's a junior wearing number 16 tonight. Her name is Annie Royce, and Royce is the leading attacker killer for the Stanley Blue Jays, according to her head coach, Nikki Heinley. And she's been leading the team this year and has been doing a great job with filling that role here today. She's also a cross-country runner, and she just placed 15th out of 150-plus runners in the state cross-country meets. So she's a multi-sport athlete. That is Annie Royce, a junior for the Stanley Blue Jays. And here, when we come back, we'll go to the other side of the floor, see if we can catch up with more. But before we do that, we're going to look at our schedule that is remaining for the rest of this week. As we take a look at Thursday, it'll be the Partial Braves traveling up to Barry Hagan Court in Crosby, North Dakota for the volleyball matchup between the Braves and the Divide County Maroons. That's set to first serve set for 7 o'clock on Thursday evening. And then on Friday evening, we've got three football games in store for you, and we're really looking forward to that very first one there at the top of your screen. Titus Stenberg is going to be bringing you all the action from Alexander as the number 5 ranked team in 9B football is going to be the Divide County Maroons taking on the Alexander Comets, currently ranked number 4. And that kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air around the 6:30 mark with our pregame show. And then other action on Friday here on Game Day Media will be the Botno Braves receiving votes. We'll be traveling down to Stanley at Lineage Field in Stanley, North Dakota, to take on the Blue Jays in 11A football. And then that game is scheduled to kick off at 6 o'clock p.m., so a 1 hour earlier start for that game over there in Stanley. And then our final broadcast on our triple header on Friday night, it'll be the South Prairie Max Royals taking on the Tioga Pirates. That kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. Again, we'll go on the air around the 6:30 mark with the action there. The South Prairie Royals and the Tioga Pirates. Our Red Rock Auto player spotlight, Red Rock Auto Chevrolet GMC player spotlight for the Watford City Wolves. It is number 2, Bailey Matson, a senior outside hitter. She stands 5'9", and she leads her team in kills as well, as she's a 3-year starter, and she leads the team in kills. So tonight we're featuring the 2 leading attackers for the Stanley Blue Jays as well as the Watford City Wolves. That's your Red Rock Auto player spotlight, and when we come back, we'll continue on with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. We'll be back one more time after this timeout.
Tioga makes taking care of your family easy with the convenience of finding your dentist, insurance agent, and bank all on the same street, and the luxury of having them all know you by name. And just minutes away, you'll find excellent schools and comprehensive health care. Everything you need to look, feel, and live your best is right here in Tioga.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Hey, and as we bring it back here to the Roughrider Center, brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools over here at the Roughrider Center in Watford City, gives us a chance to thank Skin by Legacy with Faces in the Crowd. You can visit their website at legacyhealthclinic.org, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit legacyhealthclinic.org/Tioga to schedule an appointment or consult with Sarah in Tioga or Stanley. Now serving the Stanley area with a clinic over there in Stanley on Wednesdays. So Skin by Legacy, as it's camouflage night here at the Roughrider Center. So everybody wearing their duck hunting outfit and their pheasant hunting outfit here tonight in Watford City. Kind of fun here as they have a different theme night every home game. This tonight is camouflage night. As we continue on here, as we take a look at our YouTube, you can find us on Game Day Media ND. You can enable all those notifications. You can even subscribe to our YouTube channel at no cost. We'd appreciate it if you would do that. And also when you're watching us, if you give us a thumbs up every once in a while, we'd appreciate that as well. That helps our sponsors. It helps bring attention to our athletes up here in Northwest North Dakota, as well as helps us here on Game Day Media. You can find us on our Facebook page at Game Day Media, where we post different aspects of the game each week, and including our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game and our First International Bank Player of the Game, along with our Haugland Insurance Player of the Week, and different schedules that we put out there, different reels that we're able to put out there. And there's no cost to subscribe or follow our Game Day Media feed. We'd appreciate it if you would do that as well. As we take a look at our Country Store starting lineups tonight for both teams, the Country Store located over in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Right there on Main Street in Powers Lake, visit Brenda and Jared Van Berkom over there at Powers Lake at the Country Store. And for the starting lineup for the Stanley Blue Jays, as given to us by their head coach Nikki Heinle earlier today, they'll go with Tylee Johnson, a senior, at setter, a junior, Carly Gemtrude on the outside hitter, Annie Royce, a junior, whereas number 16 is the middle hitter. Freshman Macy Copeland is the setter for the game tonight. She wears number 11. Number 7 is Mackenzie Boer, an outside hitter. She is a junior. Another junior wearing number 4 tonight, Brenna Winger, is a middle hitter. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Blue Jays is freshman number 9, Chloe Gemtrude, at the libero position. And that's head coach Nikki Heinle. And as we continue on with the Watford City Wolves starting lineups, the Watford City Wolves starting lineup is this way. Amelia Wisness, outside hitter, a senior wearing number 7. Another senior, number 5, is Logan Hanna, a defensive specialist. Number 23 is Flynn Robinson, a setter. She is a senior as well. Another senior, number 10, Darby Moberg, plays middle hitter. Our player spotlight position tonight, wearing number 2, Bailey Matson, outside hitter, is a senior. Miley Roan is a middle hitter, a senior wearing number 28. And rounding out their starting lineup is Nora McGorman, a freshman outside hitter. That said, our officials tonight are, get those pulled up here. I know that Kyle Harris is one of our starters tonight. And
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fabulous Roughrider Center for tonight's volleyball match between
Greg
the Stanley Blue Jays
PA announcer
and your
here at the
Watford City
Roughrider Center.
Wolves. Before we get started, let's pause and remove our headgear, face the flag, and honor America with our national anthem. You got the hauling set up?
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this game will be played under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. Fans are asked to support their teams and refrain from booing at any time. Participants are asked to be positive role models at all times and remember that you represent your school and your community by your actions. Help us all to be number one in sportsmanship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome in to the Roughrider Center tonight, the Stanley Blue Jays. And here is the roster for the Stanley Blue Jays. Number 1, Hannah Warta. Number 2, Taya Niamatalo. Number 3, Danny Hermanson. Number 4, Brenna Wenger. Number 5, Carly Gemtrude. Number 9, Chloe Gemtrude. Number 7, Mackenzie Bohr. Number 8, Tylee Johnson. Number 10, McKenna Jones. Number 11, Macy Copeland. Number 16, Annie Royce. And number 17, Peyton Leisted. Head coach for the Jays, Nikki Heinley. Her assistants, Leah Aberly and Jasmine Halverson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a roster for your Watford City Wolves. Number 1, Frida Grijalva. Number 2, Bailey Matson. Number 3, Sam Chavez. Number 4, Ellie Shape. Number 5, Logan Hanna. Number 6, Paige Schuster. Number 7, Amelia Wisnes. Number 8, Isabella Vega. Number 9, Nora McGorman. Number 10, Darby Moberg. Number 11, Grayson Hartle. Number 15, Clara Wisnes. Number 23, Flynn Robinson. And number 28, Miley Roan. Head coach, Kendra Heyer. She's assisted by Jennifer McGorman, Tia Peterson, Lauren Anderson, Riley Fowler, and Kaylin Jackson.
And there your country store starting lineup as they introduce all the roster tonight for both teams, which is a little different than what we're used to. But anyway, our officials tonight in the chair, it is Amy Polivka, and on our floor umpire tonight in front of our score desk tonight is Kyle Harris. And the Stanley Blue Jays wearing their blue jerseys tonight with black and white trim. The Watford City Wolves wearing their white jerseys tonight with maroon and white trim as well. As we're about ready to get going here with our Northwest Therapy Services opening serve with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much more. Check out nwtherapyservices.com. Heidi Barman and her team at Northwest Therapy Services, based out of Ray, with offices in Williston as well. Both teams on the floor getting their final instructions from their coaches, as well as the floor umpire as he waves the libero in for the Watford City Wolves. And Nikki Heinley will be as we get ready to go here. Our opening serve will be going to the Watford City Wolves here tonight. It'll be number 29. 20 serve is in, and we're underway. Here's a set up to the middle. Moberg brings it across from the middle. Now back set over to the Stanley Blue Jays, kept alive there by the Wolves. Pass up front. Here's a quick set to Annie Royce, but dug out there in the back row by number 2, Matson, as that ball goes out of bounds. And the first point of the contest goes to the Stanley Blue Jays here. 1-0 on your NCC scoreboard. Back row, another quick set. Danny Roy, she goes along the net, this time dug out of the front row. Good job there in the front row by the Wolves. Brought across there, and it is out of bounds is what they say. And so that point awarded to the Watford City Wolves, 1-0. So we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. A little bit too late on that, but here comes the Watford City Wolves with the serve. Royce goes back row. It's off the arms of number 28, Miley Rowan. And that'll be a point added for Stanley. 2-1 now on your NCC scoreboard. As Annie Royce goes back to service row, the Service Valley Dental Group service row, Dr. Jerry Kenson, Dr. Kevin Brodesson, and Dr. Grant Neal. Visit servicevalleydental.com and schedule your next appointment on their website. As that ball hits the chair, and that is a point as we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Good volley there, but the pass a little bit too far, hits the chair umpire, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece on your NCC scoreboard. As Moberg back to serve for the Wolves along the line, that one goes out, and that'll be a point for the Watford City Wolves as the Wolves take their first lead of set number 1 at 3-2. Now Darby Moberg back at service row, puts the ball in play, dug out of there by the back row, and now pass up front, and they go cross court with it. Good back row play by Watford City. Now Matson goes with it. Good play there by the Blue Jays, keeping that alive. My goodness, that was a very good play. Now from the middle, a kill by number 28, Miley Rowan. And it is 4-2 now on your NCC scoreboard. Darby Moberg will serve again for the Wolves, puts it in play, pass over to the Wolves, and you can't do that. It's 5-2. 5-2 now on your NCC scoreboard as Darby Moberg continues to serve. That one is served out of bounds, so an easy point for the Stanley Blue Jays as they get the serve back. Now the ball is put into the back row by the Blue Jays on their serve attempt. Oh, it's not brought across there by Brenna Winger on the little doink pass, and it's 6-3. 6-3 now. The Wolves have the lead as we have some substitutions as number 15, Clara Wisness, is checking in along with number 8, Isabella Vega, and Vega goes back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line. Isabella is a senior, stands 5'4", and her serve is in. Nematello brings it across from the left corner. Now up front, Moberg goes to the back row. Nematello, excuse me, as that ball is a point for the Stanley Blue Jays on the kill by Nematello. Nematello is a sophomore outside hitter for the Blue Jays, and here comes a hard serve over there by Mackenzie Boer, as that ball is going to be way out of bounds, and that is another point for Stanley here. 6-5 at this beautiful venue in Watford City, the Roughrider Center. It's really a privilege for us at Game Day Media to come down here and be a part of the action down here tonight. That kill attempt by Miley Rowan is too heavy, and just like that, we're all tied up at 6-6 as the Blue Jays have scored the last 3 points here to tie it up at 6 apiece. Here's a pass and a set, and it's a block attempt by the left side, Brenna Winger and Nematello, and it's a Stanley lead at 7-6. And that serve goes into the net, a service error for the Stanley Blue Jays, and that ties up this opening set at 7-all. This is a best-of-5 match here. First one to win 3 will be the winner of this cross-region volleyball match tonight in Region 3 versus Region 4. The Blue Jays out of Region 3, of course, the Wolves out of Region 4. Bumped across by the Blue Jays from the front row. Now here's a set to the middle. Roan goes to the corner, but that one's just a little bit wide as we take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay as Stanley now takes the lead by 1 just outside the border and the borderline, and it's 8-7 as we come back to live action. Winger with the jump serve, short serve, and that is an ace. And we take a look at that ace by Brenna Winger. Winger puts it into that honey hole, black hole, and unreturnable by the Wolves. And then the jump serve is no good. So that gives an easy point to the Watford City Wolves. It's 9-8 now as the Wolves, Nora McGorman, a freshman, the only freshman on the varsity team this year, playing with her libero jersey on tonight, goes back to serve as the kill attempt by Carly Gemtrude is too deep. And the match, or the set, is all tied up at 9-9. Brought across by Royce from the middle. Here's another chance outside. It's going to be the Wolves trying to put it down. But here's a bump by Blue Jays getting across now from the outside. Again, favorable net here at the Roughrider Center for the Wolves. Now from the middle, Moberg goes for the kill, and Moberg is able to put that one down as we take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. Moberg from the middle finding success as the Wolves take the lead by 1, 10-9. High serve by McGorman. Now kept alive here by Stanley on the outside as Gemstrid brings it across. Bumped across. A lot of bumping so far here tonight. Here's a back set up to Taya Nimatello, and Nimatello is able to put that one down for the point for the Watford City, or for the Stanley Blue Jays. Now it'll be number 8 coming in for the Blue Jays, Tylee Johnson, as she comes into the match. Serve is off the arms. It's tipped there by number 1, Frida Rijalva. And that point awarded to the Stanley Blue Jays. 11-10 now on your NCC scoreboard. The Blue Jays lead by 1. And now we're all tied up again as the Stanley Blue Jays set was too close to the net. And it comes across and allows the Watford City Wolves to be able to put that one down. I want to thank our premium sponsors here on Game Day Media, NCC and RTC Networks, able to provide premium coverage here for us here on Game Day Media. We appreciate their coverage as premium sponsors. That kill attempt is too wide by number 11, Macy Copeland. And now the Wolves take the lead by 1 at 12-11. Told you this was going to be a close match as the Stanley Blue Jays. A lot of underclassmen on this year's team, but they've been playing some pretty good volleyball. And now the Wolves take a 2-point lead here in set number 1 at 13-11. Brought across as the Blue Jays unable to bring it across on that third hit. And it's 14-11, the biggest lead of the night so far here for the Wolves. Flynn Robinson serving for the Wolves as the ball brought into the backcourt. McGorman digs it out. Now up front, blocked at the net by the Blue Jays. They get it across from the back row. And almost a miss hit by number 7, by number 7, Amelia Wisness. And we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well as we send it back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. Trusted healthcare right here at home. To find your provider, schedule an appointment, or to pay your bill, visit tiogahealth.org. We'll be back after this short timeout.
For the healthcare services you need, an expertise you can trust, it's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me.
You can trust us.
You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
Hey, and as we bring it back out of that Nesset timeout, Nesset, let them find their business package for everybody. Talk to them about their custom business packages now hiring. Visit NessetConsulting.com. That's Nesset, located in Tioga, North Dakota. 16-11 now, as that serve is too deep by Robinson for the Watford City Wolves, and that'll be a point added to Stanley. It's now 16-12 on your NCC scoreboard. And here's a McGorman sending the ball to the front row. Does a nice job as it's bumped across. Now here's a chance for the Blue Jays. Back set. And that is running into the net by number 11, Macy Copeland. And that is a point awarded to the Wolves. 17-12 now for Kendra Heyer's varsity Wolves here tonight. Second-year head coach for the Wolves. Spent a little time in Tioga, about 4 years, according to what she told me in our pregame show comments, and native of Ray, North Dakota. She knew how to play volleyball, very good at it. Also a very good basketball player in her day. And there's another point for the Wolves. It's now the biggest lead of the night for the Wolves at 6 points, 18-12 on your NCC scoreboard. Taking control here on their home court at the Roughrider Center. Brought back into play. Now bumped across on this high ceiling here at the Roughrider Center. Short set. Moberg goes for it, and it's going to be a point awarded to the Watford City Wolves, 19-12. And that ball goes out of bounds, 19-13. On the serve, a service error by the Wolves as Annie Royce goes back to serve for the Stanley Blue Jays. Up front, here's Moberg bringing it across. Dug out of there, the back row as Bohr goes alongside. We take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. Bohr able to put that one down for another point for Stanley, as Royce will continue to serve for the Blue Jays. Royce, a junior, attacks the middle back row with the serve, and the kill attempt by number 5, Logan Hanna, is into the net. And just like that, it's a 4-point lead for the Wolves as the Blue Jays have scored the last 3 points. Royce goes to the corner, dug out of there by Matson. And now Matson puts that one down. As we take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay as well, Bailey Matson, the leading killer for the Watford City Wolves, finds the range on that kill attempt and puts it down for the 20th point for the Watford City Wolves. 20-15 as the Wolves put the ball in play, and here's Copeland on the right side taking a big swing at it. Now brought across by Watford City's number 7, Amelia Wisness, which is too deep, and that point awarded to Stanley. 20-16 now as Copeland goes back to serve for the Blue Jays. 20-16. Dug out of there, sent to the front row, and that point is awarded to the Blue Jays. 20-17 now. As Macy Copeland continues to serve for the Blue Jays. Short serve goes into the net. Dug out of there by the Wolves, and a good play there by Bailey Matson. Got a little help from the front row slowing that down, but it's 21-17 as the Blue Jays caught a little off guard on that kill attempt by Bailey Matson. It'll be number 8, Isabella Vega, serving for the Wolves, and she serves it out of bounds. 21-18, close set number 1 here. Again, this is a best-of-5 set. Best-of-5 match, I should say. As Bohr goes back to serve. McKenzie puts the ball in play. From the outside, Matson takes a swing at it, and it's a good decision as Matson, this time from the right side, puts it down for the kill and the point for Watford City. 22-18 now as the Wolves get the serve back, and it'll be number 1, Frida Griljalva, serving. Needing 3 points to claim set number 1, and there's one of them. As the Wolves unable to bring it across, Nimatello unable to do that, and it's 23-18. Here's a serve dug out of there, kept alive by the Blue Jays, now bumped across by Gemtrud. Pass to the outside, pushed over by the Wolves, now tapped across by the Blue Jays. Here's a set to the middle, and unable to run that second hit down are the Blue Jays, and it's going to be set point here for the Watford City Wolves and Frida Griljalva. Frida puts the ball in play. Let's see what happens here. To the outside, Nimatello goes with it. The Wolves run it down, send it to the front row, and they can't get it over. That's 4 hits, and it'll be 24-19 as the Blue Jays get the serve back. It'll be Brenna Winger. Winger is a junior middle hitter for the Stanley Blue Jays and head coach Nikki Heinley. 24-19 on your NCC scoreboard. There's a serve, and that's an ace. As we take a look at that ace by Brenna Winger. Jump serve, nobody home there for the Wolves. And it's 24-20. Winger with another jump serve, no room for error for the Blue Jays here. Tipped across, kept alive by the Blue Jays. Now here's a set to the back row as Nimatello is able to put that one down with a big swing. Nimatello with the kill for the Blue Jays, and it's 24-21. Again, Brenna Winger at the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. There's another one that is in for Brenna Winger. 24-22. Substitution now for head coach Kendra Heyer and the Watford City Wolves. It'll be Bailey Matson checking in for Frida Griljalva. As Winger continues to serve. Another good serve. Matson bumps it up, now brought across by the Wolves. Here's a set to the outside, and that one's behind the antenna, and that is set point for the Watford City Wolves. The Wolves take set number 1, 25-22. We'll step aside, we'll come back with the start of set number 2 after this timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs. With our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments, our physical, occupational, speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime. And as we come back with our Bank of Tioga set number 1 recap, the Stanley Blue Jays started out with an early lead, but the Watford City Wolves come back and took down the Wolves in set number 1, 25-22. The Bank of Tioga, with 2 convenient locations in Crosby and Tioga, North Dakota. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga. Set number 1 is in the books with a 25-22 win. (25-22) as they're getting ready to begin set number 2 here. The Stanley Blue Jays will have the first serve of set number 2 that is brought to you by Northwest Therapy Services, with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much, much more. You can check out nwtherapyservices.com to see what Heidi Barman and her team at Northwest Therapy Services can do for you. Here's the opening serve of set number 2. It's a good one by the Blue Jays, but it's picked up there by the Wolves. Now back onto the Wolves side. On the outside, the block, diving Gemtrude keeps it alive. Now brought into the net by Copeland, and the Watford City Wolves start where they left off with the first point of set number 2. Logan Ahana will be back, and that is an ace for the Wolves. It's 2-0 on your NCC scoreboard. Here as we have set number 2 underway. Camouflage night here for the student population down here at Watford City. Having a lot of fun here tonight as Annie Royce brings the ball over. Now here's a set, well placed by Copeland on the outside as the Wolves set up Copeland. And that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but wide open back row allows the Blue Jays to get on the board here. Now off the arms of number 6, Chloe Gemtrude, and the ball unplayable for the Blue Jays, and that point goes to Watford City. Darby Moberg now serves for the Watford City Wolves. High floater comes across on the serve as Royce pushes it across. And the Wolves unable to bring that one across, and it's 3-2. 3-2 on your NCC scoreboard. The Blue Jays with the serve, trailing by 1. As Royce puts the serve in, it's in the net. Now brought across by the Wolves up front. Pushed across by Stanley. On the outside, here's Moberg, and that one is deep and no indication of a touch, and the score is 3-3. Annie Royce continues to serve. Now a set over to Moberg from the corner, well placed there by Darby Moberg, and Moberg puts the Watford City Wolves up by 1 at 4-3. Substitution for Kendra Heyer and the Watford City Wolves. Number 8, Isabella Vega will check in. She goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group service line for the Wolves. Spinner comes across. On the outside, pushed across, blocked at the net. Nobody back there. Miley Rowan got her hands on it, but couldn't keep it alive, and it's 4-4 as the Blue Jays tie this set number 2 up. There is some miscommunication there between the teams. teammates on Stanley's side, as that's an easy point for the Wolves. 5-4 now. Want to welcome in our listeners from across the area. I know that I talked with Brenna Winger's grandma and grandpa and found out that Amy might be watching down in southern part of the United States. Welcome in, Amy. And it's 5-5 on the net serve. And back to the service line is number 2, Taya Nimatello serving, as that serve is out of bounds. Easy point again for Watford City. 6-5 now, as Nora McGorman will serve for the Wolves, leading by 1 on your NCC scoreboard at 6-5. Here's a set and a kill attempt by Watford City. Blue Jays able to keep it alive as McGorman sends it to the front. Now they send it over, a diving libero. That is number 9, Chloe Gemtrude tonight. As the Wolves playing on the net now have a double hit, and it's 6-6. As Annie Royce will check in for Chloe Gemtrude. And it'll be Brenna Winger serving for the Wolves. Up front, here's Moberg, slowed down at the net by the Blue Jays. Now up to Royce, quick set. Dug out of there by Jalva. Sorry, I'm murdering your name there. I'm sorry about that. And now there's a miscommunication there, and too late at the third hit was the Wolves, and then the Stanley Blue Jays take the lead by 1 at 7-6. I want to thank my production team tonight. Jackson Lee running our board ops tonight. Matt Gonzalez running our camera, giving you all the views here at the Roughrider Center. And the Wolves tripping over themselves, and another point added on to the Stanley Blue Jays. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 8-6 as the Wolves need a timeout to talk it over. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We're deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
As we bring it back, gives us a chance to go with our live reads here tonight, including Faith Baptist Church. Faith Baptist Church located in Kenmare, North Dakota. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter invites you to Sunday school and worship service at 11 o'clock each and every Sunday. Sunday school at 9:45 as the Wolves unable to get it across as Winger continues to serve. Good serve. Little knuckleball comes across. Bumped across by the Blue Jays. Now sent to the front row. Royce keeps it alive for Stanley. Up front here is the Wolves number 5, Logan Hanna. And that stops the scoring streak at 9-7. 9-7. And it is number 28. Flynn Robinson, number 23. Good job there by Annie Royce keeping that ball alive, giving her Blue Jays a chance. Now bumped across. Here's a Stanley chance. Quick set to Royce, covered there by the Watford City Wolves. Pushed across into that hole. And that is worthy of a RTC Network. Another look on our instant replay here. Quick little doink over there, and it's on the floor, the Watford City side of the floor. 10-7 now. Here in set number 2 as the Wolves took out set number 1, 25-22. There's a point for the Wolves, 10-8 now here in set number 2. as Bailey Matson will check in, replacing Frida Griljava. Into the net with the service error by Hana, and that's the easiest point the Stanley Blue Jays are going to get tonight. 11-8. Back row, McGorman sends it to the front. Here's Matson with the kill attempt, and that one's too deep, and it's 12-8. A 4-point advantage for Stanley as they've scored the last 2 points here tonight in this set. Another serve back to the corner. Dug out of there, sent to the front row, and then the Wolves can't figure out who's supposed to take the third hit, and that's an easy point for Stanley. 13-8 now. There's a ball sent to front to nobody, and it's 14-8. The biggest lead of the night here for the Stanley Blue Jays at 6 on your NCC scoreboard. It's 14-8. Brought across now. It's in the back row. She sends it across. Another dig, and they're jousting at the net for it. Kept alive there. My goodness, what a rally we got going on here. Kind of wondered why there wasn't 4 hits called there for a while. Matt Moberg brings it across. My goodness, very good here. Nobody wants to give up this point. To the corner. The Blue Jays take that one. 15-8 now. Good rally by both teams. As number 5, Carly Gemtrude continues to serve for Stanley. Now a 7-point lead. On the outside, here's Matson slowed down at the net. From the middle, that is number 7, Amelia Wisness, another senior, putting that one down, and a point for Watford City, and that stops the scoring streak for the Blue Jays as Moberg goes back to serve for Watford, and that is an ace. So take a look at that. Nobody able to catch up to that one, and it's 15-10. Moberg continues to serve. Another short serve covered there by Stanley on the outside. Royce tips it across, and now here's a pass to the front. And from the outside, a big kill there by number 7, Taya Nimatello, number 2, excuse me, Taya. Only a sophomore putting that one down for the point for the Stanley Blue Jays, and it's 16-10. Hey, there's a good decision there by the back row, letting that ball float out of bounds. 17-10 now. It's a 7-point lead for the Stanley Blue Jays here in set number 2. That one floats out of bounds by Royce and gives the serve back to the Wolves here at their home court at the Roughrider Center in Watford City. The Roughrider Center sponsored by Northern States Fishing Tools, located right here in Watford City. Vegas serves for the Wolves. On the outside, slowed down by the Wolves, now bumped across with the friendly net. Copeland pushes it over. Now back, quick set for Winger. She tries to catch the Wolves off guard. And not that time, as that kill put down there by number 28, Miley Rowan. Rowan finds the spot just perfect for the Wolves, 17-12. Vegas serve again. Set up, pushed across by the Blue Jays. Here's Matson trying to kill it. And again, Copeland finding a point in that black hole on the Watford City defense. It's 18-12. Head coach Nikki Heinle pacing the sidelines with the 6-point lead. Blocked at the net, and the Wolves unable to catch up with it. As we take a look at that replay, 19-12 now. (19-12) as the Blue Jays go back to the service line and serve it into the net. 19-13. Point goes to Watford City as Matson will check out and Frida Griljava will check in. She goes back to the service row. Brought across by Gemtrude. Now Hannah brings it across from the left corner. Back row attack, goes back row to McGorman. Chance for the Blue Jays. Winger diving. Griljava keeps it alive, but the Blue Jays unable to bring it across. And the Blue Jays take the lead. They're the first ones to 20. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Thanks for tuning in. This is a Nesset timeout. Talk to us about our custom business packages now hiring. Visit NessetConsulting.com.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
And as we take a look at some of our live reads again here from the Pirates, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, supporting the Tioga Pirates and the Williams County Firestorm. As the Blue Jays out of that Nesset timeout with a 7-point lead back at service row. That one is out of bounds, no indication of a tip, and that's another point by Stanley. 21-13 now, an 8-point advantage for the Blue Jays. And there the Watford City Wolves are kind of all discombobulated right now. They're down by 9, 22-19 on your NCC scoreboard. Snibatello continues to serve, the sophomore. From the middle, a swing and a miss from the middle, and it's 23-13. 2 points needed by Nimatello and the Stanley Blue Jays to even this matchup at one set apiece. Stanley side. Winger brings it across, a block there by the Wolves, number 28, Miley Rowan. 5'10" senior for the Wolves. Point awarded to Watford City. 23-14. As Nora McGorman goes back to the service line. That ball is an ace, sent out of bounds by the Blue Jays, and it's 23-15. Had a little spin on it. Comes across, and it goes off kilter for the Blue Jays. Back here at live action, back row attack. And there, Copeland unable to send that one to the front row. It's 23-16. 7-point lead still for the Stanley Blue Jays. Knuckleball comes across, and the Blue Jays this time keep it alive. They're going to have to get it across, and they do. Hannah with a free ball. Back on the Wolves side. Here's Hannah again, slowed down at the net. The Blue Jays kind of all out of whack, and this time the ball goes out of bounds, and they got 3 Blue Jays on the floor right now. 23-17. Got to be driving Nikki Heinley nuts. Head coach for the Stanley Blue Jays. And not sure what's going on there, but they let it hit. 23-18. McGorman. 5 straight points from the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Back row. And that one goes out of bounds. Make it 6, 23-19. With that, we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. Head coach Nikki Heinley's seen enough. She's down up by 4, but she's up by 9 just a little bit ago. We'll be back after this Nesset timeout.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Hey, as we bring it back here to the Roughrider Center in Watford City, North Dakota, out of that Nesset timeout. The Wolves continue on, but a great play there by the Blue Jays, especially Brenna Winger keeping that ball alive, and doesn't help as the Wolves put the ball on the floor, Stanley side of the court, and it's 23-20. Annie Royce checking in to play back row as McGorman continues to serve, this time with a lot of confidence. McGorman now sends the pass up from the middle. Moberg goes to the corner. That one's in as well as the Wolves getting all fired up here. 23-21. 23-21 on your NCC scoreboard. McGorman has an ace. 23-22. Hits the line right in front of the line judge. And it's a 1-point set. McGorman with the spinner, and there's it tied up, 23-23. And we have a timeout again. Nesset getting a lot of timeouts tonight here. Nesset Consulting over in Tioga, North Dakota. Custom business packages for everybody. Now hiring. Visit nessetconsulting.com.
How it's always been done isn't good enough. When it comes to your farm, your family, and your future, you deserve better. At Haldwin Insurance Services, we specialize in how insurance should be done. We creatively customize farm and ranch insurance to meet your marketing goals and minimize risk, providing the protection that you need. We help lessen your dependence on the bank and set you up for long-term success. Contact us today to build a brighter, more secure tomorrow.
Hey, as we bring it back here, 10 straight points by the Wolves and make it 11. And now it's set point. 24-23. Nora McGorman, the freshman wearing number 9 on her jersey tonight, can serve for the set. Knuckleball comes across. Blocked at the net. The Wolves, Blue Jays get it across. Here's another chance from the outside as the Stanley Blue Jays tie it up 24-24. It'll be Brenna Winger, the junior, serving for the Blue Jays. That one's in as we play on the outside. Moberg brings it across and into the stands with the kill by Darby Moberg, and it's 25-24. Wow, this is an exciting set. It'll be Logan Hanna with set point for the Wolves. No, actually, it's going to be number 23, Flynn Robinson. Flynn Robinson serves. The floater comes across, sent to the front row, and it's out of bounds, and the Wolves come back to win set number 2, 26-24. Wow, what a set for the Wolves. We'll come back after this timeout with our Bank of Tioga recap of set number 2.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you. Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
Hey, and as we bring it back on this Bank of Tioga set number 2 recap, after being down by 10 points in set number 2, the Wolves claw and scratch themselves back into it, claim set number 2, 26-24. And the Wolves take a 2-0 lead here in this best-of-5 match. The Bank of Tioga, with 2 convenient locations in Crosby and Tioga, North Dakota. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga. A lot of Tioga Ace Hardware aces in that last set as well. The helpful place, you can find them on Main Street at Tioga Ace Hardware. Order online, pick it up at the store, download the Ace Hardware app. That's Nathan Germans and his team at Tioga Ace Hardware in Tioga, North Dakota. Yeah. As we have the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club also helping Game Day Media with the cost of all of our productions here, and supporting the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws as well as the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. As the Wolves are called in the net, the first point of set number 3 goes to the Stanley Blue Jays. That first set sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language services. Visit Northwest Therapy Services, nwtherapyservices.com. Point number 2 awarded to the Stanley Blue Jays, and so after a good pep talk by head coach Nikki Heinley, the Stanley Blue Jays out quick to a 2-0 lead. Bumped across by Watford City. Now it's going to be brought across there by Stanley, blocked at the net as the ball lands in bounds on the Stanley side. It's 2-1. As the Wolves get it back, it'll be Logan Hanna serving for the Wolves. At the net, the Blue Jays unable to bring it across, and we're all tied up 2-2. Back set brought across from the back row. Double hit called against the Wolves as the Blue Jays take the lead at 3-2. Annie Royce now serving for Stanley. Here's Moberg with the big swing. A diving back row middle keeps it alive for the Blue Jays. From the middle, Moberg tries to pound that one home. Push to the outside, and it's too wide outside by Tylee Johnson And that point goes to the Wolves at 3-3 now on your NCC scoreboard. So back to service line. It's Darby Moberg serving for the Wolves. Short serve that goes out of bounds. Easy point for the Blue Jays. 4-3 now. Back set. And that ball tipped out of bounds, and another point on the board for the Blue Jays at 5-3. Here's the Blue Jays. Back row attack by McGorman. Good play there by Gemtrude, keeping that ball alive. Now a back set up front. Here is Matson with the free ball. Back across by Copeland. Now from the middle, Rowan with the attack. And the ball and point go to the Watford City Wolves. 5-4 now on your NCC scoreboard. And it'll be number 8, Isabella Vega, checking in as she goes back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line. Down by 1 at 5-4. Brought across by Tylee Johnson. Matson now pushes it. Now pushed across by the Blue Jays. Back row attack by Hannah. Nobody really hitting the ball extremely hard here tonight. McGorman sends that one across from the back row. Winger that time, just as I say it, Winger is able to put that one down for the kill and the point for Stanley. 6-4 now. The Blue Jays lead by 2. Hey, there's a good kill point by number 28, Miley Rowan. And it's 6-5 as we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay off the hands of the front row of Stanley. And it'll be Frida Griljava serving for the Wolves. McGorman sends it to the front. Now Hannah brings it across as the Blue Jays unable to catch up with that. And it's 6-6. As it is number 1, Frida Griljava, serving for the Wolves. All tied up. Gemtrude brings it across, kept alive there by the Wolves. Now on the outside, Hannah kind of whiffs on it, and it's a point for Stanley. 7-6. And it'll be Brenna Winger serving for the Blue Jays, the junior. Serves for Stanley. Knuckleball just floats across. Good job by the Wolves of keeping that one alive as Royce brings it across again for the Blue Jays. Block kept alive by the Wolves. Blue Jays diving all over the place here. Up front, Hannah pushes it to the middle, kept alive there by Copeland. Rowan goes back row, and that one's too deep. And that's another point for Stanley. 8-6 now. Short serve comes across. Here's Hannah trying to put the squeeze on it. Stanley keeping it alive as she goes back row, and that's too deep by Tylee Johnson. 8-7 now. The Wolves with the point. Another substitution as Darby Moberg checks back in for Watford City. There's a point by Annie Royce for the Blue Jays. 9-7. Serve brought across by the Blue Jays. Now Moberg with the bump, free ball. Royce taps it across as the Wolves go out of bounds with their hit attempt, and it's 10-7. Camouflage night here in Watford City. Moberg and a block there by the Blue Jays. It's another point on the board. Watford City side. Looking for the back set. Pushed across by Copeland. Back to the corner, and that's just in. Great position there by Watford City from the corner. Just inside the line, and it's a 3-point lead now for the Blue Jays as Flynn Robinson will check in, senior for Watford City. And she serves it too deep. 12-8. As it's number 5, Carly Gemtrud serving for the Blue Jays, leading by 4 now. Watford City unable to catch up with that one as Winger puts it down for the kill, 13-8. Stanley's been here before in the second set. They led 13-8 as well. Don't want that repeat to happen for the Blue Jays. There's Robinson with the point for the Wolves. 13-9 now as you take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. With the right arm, she gets it across. Nobody can handle it for the Blue Jays. Here's Hannah with the serve. Royce brings it across, and Royce able to put that one down. 14-9 now. The lead for the Blue Jays is 5. Royce with the serve. Here's Matson. Big swing, big kill. Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Maybe catch the back end of it. Matson with the big swing off the arms of the Blue Jays, and it's 14-10. Moberg goes with the high serve, catches the Blue Jays off guard a little bit, but they finally catch up with it. Here is Rowan. Back set to Moberg. She sends it to the front, and it's going to be pushed across there by Hannah. Blocked at the net by the bigs in the front row. And that one is Miley Rowan again with the point for the Wolves as they climb back in. They're only down by 3. Darby, Moberg continues to serve. 14-11. Back row attack. Goes to the corner, covered there by Gemtrud. Now on the outside, Copeland brings it across. Robinson back corner again, dug out there. That one is out. Overruled by the floor umpire, and it is in. So it's 15-11. Line judge said it was out, but overruled by the floor umpire. Back set. Brought across by number 7, Wisness, and Wisness able to score that point for the kill. 15-12 now. The Wolves climbing back into it, only down by 3. And it'll be Isabella Vegas checking in to serve for the Wolves. 15-12 on your NCC scoreboard. My name's Randy Peterson. Welcome into our broadcast here tonight from the Roughrider Center in Watford City. Just a real treat to be down here again. Again, off the arms of the Stanley Blue Jays, and it's 15-13 as the Wolves only trail by 2. As number 17, Peyton Leisted is checking in for the Blue Jays. Set up to Winger, and Winger able to pound that one home from the middle. 16-13. Perfect set. Winger with the kill. Oh, that might be... Oh, they call that a point for the Blue Jays. 17-13. Thought Winger got over there a little bit too fast. Kill attempt and a big kill and a swing by Miley Roan. And it's 17-14. Another substitution as Frida Riljava checks in for Bailey Matson here in set number 3. Good serve. On the outside, Hannah brings it across. Now McGorman sends it to the front. Hey, there's another point there by number 4, Ellie Shape. Ellie able to put that one down for that touch point. And it's 18. No, actually it's not. It's 18-14, that last point awarded to the Blue Jays. That one's awarded to the Watford City Wolves, 18-15. Man, you put your head down to write something in the scorebook and you miss all the action.
And the Royals puts that one away. In the game, Tyler Johnson, number 8. Tyler is going to serve.
$19-16 now. As the Blue Jays, the first one to 20. 20-16. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Nesset in Tioga, North Dakota. Talk to us about our custom business packages now hiring. Visit nessetconsulting.com.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back here to our coverage here, the Blue Jays lead by 4, but now they're called in the net for the Wolves, and it's now a 5-point lead, 21-16. So the Blue Jays trying to close this set number 3 out. Leading by 5, and here's Moberg with the left hand, bringing it across from the middle. Wolves cover that one. McGorman sends it to the front row. Hannah will bring it across, and a miss hit there by the Blue Jays. 21-17. Let's Go Wildcats, North Shore Plaza, PTO. Another live read sponsor for Game Day Media this year, coming on as a new sponsor. We appreciate their help as well. 21-17. Hannah hits it into the net. 22-17. Looking more like we're going to go to a fourth set at least, as the Blue Jays only 3 points away from claiming set number 3. From the middle, Moberg with the big swing. Covered there and slowed down at the net by the Blue Jays. Now back on Stanley's side. Wisnes brings it across. Jousting at the net for it, and that ball goes out of bounds. 22-18 as the Wolves get the serve back, trailing by 4. And it's Logan Hanna back at the Souris Valley Dental Group service line, located in Minot, North Dakota. Chance here for the Wolves. They send it to the outside. Bailey Matson gets blocked at the net. That's a block point for the Blue Jays. 23-18. Good job there by the bigs in the front row of Stanley. We have a timeout on the floor, looks like. Yeah, we have a timeout, another Nesset Consulting timeout. We'll be back.
At work, the Western Education Regional Cooperative, we believe in collaboration to strengthen education across communities. We provide the tools and training to help you help your students succeed. Work brings learning to life with new opportunities. From teacher training to student success, the Work Center is working for you. We bring cutting-edge training in AI, instructional coaching, school strategic planning, and so much more. Learn more at workcenter.com. Let's go to work.
And as we come back here to main camera, it gives us a chance to thank the Divide County Quarterback Club, helping the Maroons since 1971. Ranked number 5 for Maroon football. And that's off the arms of the Watford City Wolves, 24-18 at set point. And we'll have a good football game this Friday over in Alexander, as Titus Stenberg will have the call of the Alexander Comets versus the Divide County Maroons, the number 4 and number 5 ranked teams in the state, as Matson puts that point on the board for the Wolves. But we're looking forward to that game. We've got 2 other games that we'll have on store for you this week on Friday night under the lights. 24-19, Winger with the kill, and that is set point, as Winger able to put the win in the win column for the Watford City Wolves at 25-19. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Bank of Tioga set recap after this timeout.
Welcome to Stanley. Our local businesses have the home field advantage, a community where tradition meets progress. Discover the charm of our past and the promise of our future, a winning combination. Support local, shop local, and be a part of something special. Take the home field advantage at visitstanley.org and follow us on Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Bourgault is a premier implement manufacturer, and Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, is a premier Bourgault dealer, receiving top dealer by territory and top service by territory the last several years. Sean Rapp, recognized as top salesman by territory the last 3 years. It's the result of a dedicated staff working hard to ensure customers receive the finest in Bourgault drill sales, parts, and service. Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company in Kenmare, located in Mohall.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
And as we bring it back here to the Roughrider Center, the Bank of Tioga set number 3 recap. It was 25-19. The Blue Jays extend this match to another set. And the first point of the set number 4 goes to Watford City. Northwest Therapy Services, with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much more. Visit nwtherapyservices.com as the Blue Jays tie it up. And it's one of the Gemtrude girls going back. I can't see the number up front here. Wow, there's a good kill by Watford City's number 7, Amelia Wisness. And the Wolves take the lead 2-1. Darby Moberg will serve for the Wolves. That one goes off the arms of Darby. That would have probably went out of bounds, but Darby was probably just protecting her face. 2-2. Amen. There's another point for the Blue Jays, and they're now up 4-2. They don't want this to go their last. They don't want this to be their last set. Wanting to play on. They got to win out. Hey. Blue Jays unable to catch up with that one. It's 4-3 now. As we're going to have a substitution again, it'll be Isabella Vega serving for the Wolves. RTC Networks handing out pointer fingers tonight for both teams. Watford City Wolves and Stanley Blue Jays here tonight. As Winger slams it into the net, and it's tied up at 4-4. And there's a net serve, an easy point for the Blue Jays. If you're just joining us, the Watford City Wolves won set 1 25-22, came down from 10 points back in set number 2 to win 26-24. Then the Blue Jays took set number 3, 25-19. We're in set number 4, and the Blue Jays hold a 1-point lead. Here's Roan bringing it across. Blocked by the bigs in front. Roan getting her hands on it. Now to the back row, and that one's in. Well placed there by the Blue Jays. And it's 6-4. To the net, nobody home for Watford City, and it's 7-4. Watford City starting to play here with a little bit more confidence. McGorman keeps that one alive for Watford City. Winger goes back row, and that one's in. We take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay as the Stanley Blue Jays have doubled up the Watford City Wolves here. 8-4 now. Sent to the front, brought across by the Wolves. Quick little set to winger. And that one's going to be out off the hands of Watford City. It's 9-4. Nine to 5 now. Hannah brings it across. There's Nematello again for the Blue Jays. This time the Blue Jays unable to catch up with it. And it's 9-6. So back and forth here. 9-6. As Griljava serves. That one is to the Wolves. 9-7 now. Nine to 8, excuse me, 9-8. There's another point for the Watford City Wolves on the block. Now it's 9-9. They got the score. You're throwing me for a curveball up here. They had the numbers all mixed up. 9-9 as Nematello goes back to serve for the Blue Jays here in set number 4. Hannah brings it across with the free ball. Diving Blue Jay back row keeps it alive, and then that time Hannah's unable to bring it across, so the point awarded to Stanley. 10-9. Nematello continues to serve. Here's Rowan, and Rowan putting that one down. And the kill by Rowan. And it's a call to point for the Blue Jays. 11-9. What's going on here? Somebody must have been in the net or something. 11-10 now. (12-10). I got to check the score to make sure everybody's right, as there is some confusion on the score clock, as our floor umpire Kyle Harris says it's 12-9. Stanley with the lead by 3. It's Nematello. Just clears the net, and that one's out of bounds. 13-9. Nematello putting a string together here. Here's Hannah. Good job there. Good hands by the Blue Jays. Gemtrude brings it across. Now back on the Stanley side. Set to the middle. Winger pushes it down. They got to get it across, and a flying. That was a good effort there by Fragella. Unable to get it across as she was pretty deep. And it's 14-9. Nematello continues to serve for the Blue Jays. Here's Rowan. And it's 4 hits, 14-10 now. As the Wolves' Nora McGorman gets the serve back for the Wolves. Gemtrude brings it across from the corner. Now here's Hannah. Blocked at the net, keeps it alive. Push to the corner. And the Wolves unable to get that one across. 15-10. No indication of a timeout by head coach Kendra Heyer and the Wolves, and we play on. It'll be Brenna Winger going back to the service line as Annie Royce also checks in for the Blue Jays. Almost brought down. There's another point for the Blue Jays. 16-10 now. Now we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Nesset timeout with talk to us about our custom business packages. Now hire and visit nessetconsulting.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn, where good food meets great company.
Coming back out of that Nessa timeout, it's 16-10 on your NCC scoreboard. As Brenna Winger goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Souris Valley Dental Group located in Minot. Visit sourisvalleydental.com. 16-10. Here's Hannah getting blocked at the net. And they get it across on the third hit. Royce tries to put that one home, but blocked at the net. And that point goes to the Wolves. 16-11 now as Chloe Gemtrude checks in for the Blue Jays as Flynn Robinson serves for Watford City. Royce tries to hammer that home. Covered there by Frugella. Off the net, and that's a point for the Wolves, 16-12. Robinson serves again for Watford City. And Watford City puts another point on, 16-13 as they claw their way back into this one. They're down by 3 now. As Robinson continues to serve for the Wolves. Back row attack, and that one hits the line, 17-13. As number 8, Tylee Johnson of the Stanley Blue Jays checks in for head coach Nikki Heinley. Now leading by 4. Short serve as that one is out of bounds as Johnson has the Tioga Ace Hardware Ace, the helpful place. Find them on Main Street in Tioga. Order online, pick it up at the store. Download that Ace Hardware mobile app. 18-13 now as Moberg brings it across, covered there by the Blue Jays. And there's another point for Stanley as they find that black hole, 19-13 now. As the Blue Jays extend their lead to 6 here in set number 4. Stanley's side, Gemtrude goes with the hit. They say it was a tip. And that is a point for the Blue Jays. 20-13 as the floor umpire and line judge say it was a tip by the Watford City Wolves. 7-point lead. Blue Jays need 5, and there's one of them. 21-13. And there is another timeout on the floor here on Camouflage Night in Watford City. We'll come back after this timeout.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you by
TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we care for our community with compassion and excellence. We are proud to be named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the nation. You can count on us today and tomorrow. Call now to schedule your next visit.
As we bring it back there, that ball is in, and the point goes to the Watford City Wolves. Wolves still down by 7. Logan Hanna serving for Watford City. Got to get it across, and they do. On the outside, Bailey Matson has the ball, and point go to the Blue Jays. 22-14. That one's served out of bounds, 22-15. The Wolves down by 7 here in the 4th set. Darby Moberg serving for the Wolves. Kept alive by Matson. They got to get it across. They do. Short set. Royce taps it across. Now a chance for the Wolves to set it up for the kill. They go over to Wisness, and Wisness puts it off the arms of the back row. So we take a look at that one again. 22-16 now. Wisness able to place it off the arms of the back row for Stanley as Darby Moberg continues to serve for Watford. Matson keeps it alive. And 22-17. I think the Stanley Blue Jays were looking for something, but it stays as it is, 22-17. Bumped across. Now back row has got to get across, and she does with the roll. Outside attack, it's off the arms of Moberg. And it's 23-17 on the big hit by the Blue Jays. Royce back at the Souris Valley Dental Group service line, and she serves it into the net. 23-18. Set 4. Blue Jays, if they can win this set, will extend to set number 5. They play to 15 if that happens. Win by 2. There's a point for the Wolves, 23-19. As number 8, Isabella Vega serves for Watford City. There is a big hit by Copeland, and it's set point for the Blue Jays, 24-19. Peyton Leisted will check in for the Blue Jays. Here's the serve on set point for the Blue Jays. 24-19. Pushed across from the back row, and now here's a chance to put it away for Stanley. And they hit it into the net, 24-20. Watford claiming set 1 and 2, 25-22, 26-24. The Blue Jays claim set 3, 25-19, on the verge of claiming set number 4. Set point again. And there it is, 25-20 on that last point scored by the Blue Jays. We take a look at that RTC Networks instant replay. We'll come back after this timeout for set number 5, with our Bank of Tioga recap of set number 4. Back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by, located in Tioga, North Dakota, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Tioga Pirates, supporting the Bakken with hot oil and water hauling services. For your service needs, call our dispatch office at 701-664-2016 today.
Modern Dental, with offices in Tioga, is here for all your dental care needs. Doctors Amber Wentz, Eric Melland, and Christian Melland provide trusted care for the whole family. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4, and accepting new patients now. Modern Dental, your smile, our priority.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brian and Eric Johnson with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial are here to ensure the success of our clients. We can help you meet your financial goals. Give us a call at 572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
As we take a look at the Bank of Tioga set number 4 recap, Stanley wins 25-20 to even up this best-of-5 match at 2 sets apiece. As they led for most of the match, the only time that they were basically behind was when they trailed 2-1 to the Wolves early in the set. So we'll go and play to 15. The first one to 15 got a win by 2, claims this Region 3, Region 4 matchup tonight. It's been a good one here on Game Day Media. Thanks for tuning in and being part of our broadcast here tonight. If you'd give us a thumbs up, if you'd appreciate that. If you appreciate our coverage, we'd appreciate you giving us a thumbs up. And Royce with the first point for the Stanley Blue Jays, and we're underway with our Northwest Therapy Services first serve with locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much more. Visit nwtherapyservices.com as that serve is out of bounds. 1-1 now as we play to 15, and it'll be Logan Hanna serving for the Blue Jays, or for the Wolves, excuse me. Sent to the front, now brought across there by Nematello. Moberg with the big hit, goes off the arms of the Blue Jays, and it is point Watford, 2-1. As Logan Hanna continues to serve from the Souris Valley Dental Group service line. Robinson with a good job of keeping that ball alive. Now Wisness unable to bring it across, and we're all tied up 2-2. This fifth and deciding set. Again, my name is Randy Peterson, along with my production crew tonight, Jackson Lee and Matt Gonzalez, bringing you all the action here from the Roughrider Center in Watford City. That's served out of bounds. Easy point in this low set number 5. You can't give up any of those when you only play to 15. It's Darby Moberg. Puts the ball in play. Pushed across by the Wolves. Now we're getting into a pushing match here. Rowan tries to hit that one hard, and that one goes off. And it's another point for Watford City as they've doubled up the Stanley Blue Jays at 4-2. Darby Moberg continues to serve for the Wolves. Short serve. Dug out of there by Nematello, and now Winger brings it across. Back row. Got to get it across, and they do. Rowan brings it across. And well-placed hit by Copeland, and that
Point goes to Stanley. 4-3 now. And it's Macy Copeland serving for the Blue Jays, and we're all tied up at 4-4. Macy only a freshman for head coach Nikki Heinley. There's Matson. Been kind of quiet this evening. 5-4. She kind of led the Wolves to the first set win, but since that she hasn't been as strong a hitter as she was in that first set, but that time she was perfect. 5-4. Vega serves for the Wolves. Back set, and that's out of bounds, and another point put on the board for the Wolves. 6-4 now on your NCC scoreboard. Well, it's 6-5. Our scoreboard app is acting up again. And now it is 6-6. 6-6. Here in the set number 5 as Taya Nimatello serves. Strong serve comes back row. Slowed down by the Blue Jays. Now bump to the corner. Gemtrude brings it across. Good setup to Matson. Matson tries to hit the corner. Stanley covers it. Here's Matson again off the arms of the Blue Jays. And the Wolves with the point. It is 7-6 now. Stanley's got to get it across, and they do. On the outside, Hannah tries to go back to the corner. Here's Winger. Tries to do the same. Here's Hannah now with the hit off the arms of the Blue Jays. And the point goes to the Wolves, 8-6. Wolves are more than halfway home. Needing 7. 8-6. Oh. Some miss hit by the Wolves. Easy point for Stanley. 8-7 now. Brenna Winger will serve for the Blue Jays. Pushed over there, well placed by number 15, Clara Wisness. Wisness only a sophomore, finding the open spot on the Stanley side of the floor for a nice point for Watford as McGorman serves. Now up front here is Moberg. She was going for the big swing, got slowed down a little bit. Back to the corner as that one is in. 9-8 now. Back and forth here. So that last point scored by number 17, Peyton Leisted. 9-8. Blue Jays with the serve. Here's Moberg with the big swing, and that's a point for Moberg and the Watford City Wolves. 10-8. The Wolves need 5 to take home the win tonight. Flynn Robinson will check in for the Wolves. She serves it into the net. 10-9. As the Wolves go back to the Service Valley Dental Group service line, or the Blue Jays, excuse me. Gemtrude serves. Up to Wisness as that one blocked. And that is a good point for the Stanley Blue Jays, tying this Set number 5 up at 10 apiece. That one's going backwards. They got to get it across. Robinson unable to do it, and the Blue Jays take the lead by 1 at 11-10. Blocked at the net, another point. 12-10. With that, we have a timeout on the floor. 12-10, the Blue Jays crawling back. Only need 3 to close it out. We'll be back after this timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we bring it back here to the Roughrider Center in Watford City, North Dakota. After being down by 2 early in the set number 5, they've crawled back and now lead by 3 on the Tioga Ace Hardware Ace. Tioga Ace Hardware, the helpful place. Find them on Main Street in Tioga. Order online, pick it up at the store. Download that Ace Hardware app. 13-10. Gentrube serving, and that would have probably went out of bounds, but they kept it alive. Too close to call as that point put down by the Wolves. 13-11. As Bailey Matson will check back in, replacing Frida Griljava. Java, a senior, as Hannah serves for the Wolves, trailing by 2. To the corner, Matson. Matson's going to probably get it back. Here's a kill attempt, back row. There is a point, and it's going to be match point for the Stanley Blue Jays. And there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be back.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
Match point as we come back. Blue Jays got to get, Moberg couldn't get it across, and it's 15-11. And the Stanley Blue Jays claim this match 3-2 as they come back from 2-0 down for a 3-2 win with the 15-11 win tonight here at the Roughrider Center in Stanley, North Dakota. We're going to head down to the floor. We're going to visit with our head coach, Nikki Heinley, as we also will have to make a decision on our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll be back after this timeout as I head to the floor.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Tioga has a lot to experience. From food to fun to fun food. There's so much to take in. Brush up on your history. Grab dinner and drinks. Then catch the latest movie in a historic theater. With many great places to stay, Tioga makes for a fun and easy getaway. Come experience Tioga and see why those that live here love it here.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, where you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings. We deliver everything your home deserves.
As we come back with our DNL Paraffin postgame show and some Lindsay Grocery comments. Lindsay Grocery located up in Crosby, North Dakota. A nice win coming from behind, 2 sets down in the first 2 sets. We were talking a little bit off air. What happened in that second set?
I think that comes down to our consistency I talked about before the game. We got to 23, and I think we just kind of sat back on our heels a little bit, and they decided they weren't done. And, yeah.
Well, that also shows a little bit of grit after being down 2-0 with your team, and to fight back and eventually claim set number 5, 15-11 here tonight. That shows a little bit about your team. Even though you're young, you battled through a little adversity and come back.
Yeah, that's been our thing this season is I'm like, you know what, like they're grinding, and, we were down 2 sets, and it was like, hey, it's now or nothing. Yeah. And they came back and they pulled it off. So.
Well, good for you guys. Congratulations, Nikki, on your win tonight. As we head back to the studio, we'll catch up with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural and equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit borderplains.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley. Your local Case IH dealer.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Hey, and as we continue on now with our Border Plains Equipment, Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We don't want to start this over again. We want to finish up here. Our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, junior Brenna Winger of the Stanley Blue Jays, and I was asking your coach, what in the heck happened in that second set?
I don't know. We had a little lull. We are not talking as much as we should, but we're getting used to the new rotation with some injuries. So, it'll happen. It'll come.
So that also, I also told Coach that it also shows the grit you guys had as a team to be able to come down 2-0 and close it out with 3 straight set wins. Feather in your hat.
Yeah, we worked so hard. We just worked on our communication. We played our game and played our jobs, and I think that's what got us here. So.
Hey, this is our Brad Johnson, Insurance Player of the Game. Congratulations. Junior Brenna Winger of the Stanley Blue Jays will step aside so she can get back home and go home to Stanley. We'll go back home, too, back up to the sports desk after this timeout.
Looking for a powerful new truck at an unbeatable price? Then check out Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston. Right now, get behind the wheel of a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $499 a month. $499 a month. Or take home a GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab and save a massive $13,000 off MSRP. These trucks are loaded with performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech, all at rock-bottom prices. Make your way over for a test drive today. Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston.
How it's always been done isn't good enough. When it comes to your farm, your family, and your future, you deserve better. At Howland Insurance Services, we specialize in how insurance should be done. We creatively customize farm and ranch insurance to meet your marketing goals and minimize risk, providing the protection that you need. We help lessen your dependence on the bank and set you up for long-term success. Contact us today to build a brighter, more secure tomorrow.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We are deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Hey, and as we bring it up here and conclude with our D&L Paraffin postgame show, a good match here tonight between Region 3 Stanley Blue Jays and Region 4 Watford City Wolves, as the Wolves jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead, 25-22, coming from 10 points down in set number 2 to win 26-24. But then the Blue Jays figured they better start playing some volleyball, which they did, and won set 3, 25-19, 25-20, and closed out the Wolves at 15-11 here in the fifth and deciding set to take home a 3-2 win tonight here on the home floor of the Watford City Wolves here at the Roughrider Center. If we bring up our schedule, guys, it shows that we have our next action on Thursday as we head up to Berryhagen Court in Crosby, North Dakota, as the Partial Braves will be traveling up to Crosby to take on the Divide County Maroons in Class B volleyball. And then on Friday night under the lights, we have 3 games on the docket that night with a very good, close number 4 ranked Alexander Comets hosting the number 5 ranked Divide County Maroons. Both of those teams undefeated on the season so far, so somebody's going to stay undefeated. Somebody's going to go home with a loss, but we're figuring that one's going to be a pretty good game. We're going to go on the air at 6:30 with a 7 o'clock tip-off, or kickoff, I should say. And then Broughton Braves traveling down to Lineaga Field in Stanley as the Braves will come down. They receive votes in the last media poll, take on the Blue Jays over there in Stanley. And then the South Prairie Max Royals traveling over to Tioga to take on the Pirates at the Pirates' new re-sodded field in Tioga, North Dakota. So that is subject to change. We'll see if that all happens, but that's what's on the docket so far. But on behalf of all of our sponsors who help make this all possible here on GameDay Media, I want to thank our producer tonight, Jackson Lee. I want to thank my cameraman tonight, Matt Gonzalez. I also want to thank David Peterson for coming down and helping us get going. My name's Randy Peterson. Until Thursday night, everybody, have a great couple of days. Stay warm, and we'll see you on Thursday here on GameDay Media.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hougland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham! LLC and Dry Fork Supply, The City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Stanley Commercial Club, Modern Dental, EAPC Architects, Engineers, Game 1, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.